And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On the play.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Number 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Patriot ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
But it's
a shotgun snap for Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
on down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6. Attack.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and 4. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Newton got his man. That's Harry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
It's a gain of
nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll run on first down. Michel, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Newton, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Catch is made by Harry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. And then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
At the Patriots' 17-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to Week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. A couple of 2-0 teams. Dallas at Seattle. What else do you have?
Well, how about Green Bay at New Orleans on Sunday night? We always talk about quarterback matchups that we'd love to see more of. You don't get to see very often Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and this could be the last time if Drew Brees indeed heads towards retirement after this season. And how about the one that's going to cap off the weekend? Kansas City at Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big is that one, right? Because there are a number of us who think that this is a preview of the AFC Championship game. But I want to go back to one you mentioned, the Rams.
Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Sammy Watkins.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. We're back now in KC as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. So we have a score to report after all.
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, he's got a heck of a... lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little. bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You thought you had it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.